Hello. So I'm Trina,
Hi, I'm Nikhil.
and we are here in Varkala, and this is our last day, and we are checking out from our hotel. So we thought before checking out, we have some time, so let's just get some points, and so that we can share with you what was our experience, and so that you know what to expect from Varkala when you plan to come here. Let's get into it. We have some points. We will be just discussing about our stays, about the food, about the cafes, about the basic itinerary. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay. So why did we select Varkala as a weekend getaway option in India?
Well, the first thing is it is the one of the perfect weekend getaways that you can have. Why? Because the expanse is relatively smaller. You can actually cover and get the feel of it in 2 to 3 days. Okay,
Yeah.
it is So that's one of the major factors actually.
Yeah.
Apart from that, it is the cliff town. By cliff town, I mean it is a cliff town that overlooks the Arabian Sea, and it gives a pretty picturesque kind of a vibe to it. Um, and the waters that you see up over here, right? The color itself, the bluish, greenish tint that you see, it's something that you may not find everywhere, but here in Varkala, you will be able to see a pretty good um,
Color of the ocean.
color of the ocean. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, hence Varkala.
Yeah. Even I feel it's a very good weekend option. Like you have 2 to 3 days in your hand if you want to go somewhere, if you live in southern part of India and you don't have a lot of time, you don't have a week to travel somewhere, then Varkala is a good option. It's pretty laid back. It's not, if you want to avoid Goa, you don't want to do a lot of party, then you should come to Varkala. There's a lot of cafes, restaurants, very chill vibe, very laid back, very relaxed. Okay, next question. We will talk about the stays in Varkala.
Sure.
So, Nikhil, you want to explain the first stay? What was your experience?
Yeah, of course. First day was Miracle by the Bay. It's on Odayam Beach, and it is in a chain of multiple stays that you'll find on the area. Right. So there is this beach, and there are multiple stays right up there on the beach side. And one of the stay is Miracle by the Bay. So we happened to stumble upon this place via what? Insta.
Yes.
Yeah. So we found this place on Insta. We did this booking via WhatsApp. They didn't accept any other platforms, so we did a one-to-one booking over WhatsApp, and we didn't know what to expect, to be honest. We went to the place, and also by the time we were reaching, it was when we were landing, it was already night.
Yeah, it was dark.
So we didn't know what to expect anyway. But by the time we reached, it was such a warm, welcoming atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Lights all around.
Pretty lights all around, and they had decorated it nice, and
And the ocean is right.
Yeah, the ocean is right
next to you.
So you just open up your room, right? You get out of the door, and you can just sit and enjoy the ocean. It's as simple as that. Even if you want to get to the ocean, it's just barely 2 to 5 minutes of downhill walk, and that's it. So it's a pretty good stay.
Yeah.
The power, I think, the magic of the place was when we woke up in the morning, and then we actually saw for how the ocean is actually looking, the waves and everything. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
So I love
view
that.
is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love that. So that was Miracle by the Bay. So we spent 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days in Miracle by the Bay.
2 days in Miracle by the Bay. The first 2 days in Miracle by the Bay, Odayam Beach. And then the second stay, the one where we are shooting from right now, the one that you see up over here, is a boutique stay. It's relatively new out there in the market, so not many people know about it, right? So,
and I think there are just 2 rooms.
Yeah, there's just 2 rooms. Yeah, that's it. So the one that we are in, and there is another one on the other side. So it's a boutique stay, and this also we actually found via Insta, Booking.com. So yeah.
So in Booking.com, it didn't really have a lot of ratings.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty new. But I saw it on someone's recommendation on Instagram, so I thought let's just take a chance because it looks pretty cute.
Yeah, it has that kind of a mini Santorini aesthetic.
It's just blue and white.
It's just that pastel blue and white. So if you are into that kind of vibe,
a small little
lunch pool, which by the way we thought would be small for the pictures. It's not that small. Okay, it is good enough for 2 of you or for a couple of you to just enjoy. If you don't really want to swim, but we
Take
often
plunge.
want to just take a plunge and dip our feet in
Because
the
in the weather
pool
of
and all.
Varkala,
Yeah,
you
it's pretty
want
hot.
a place
Yeah.
where you can just take a dip.
So that is our second stay, and this is the last day. Like she said at the beginning of this video,
Yeah.
this is the last day, and this is the last day in Varkala. So yeah, this was our last day. So yeah, 3 days overall,
Yeah.
and those were our stays.
Okay, now stays are done. So the next most important thing is, where do you go? The cafes. So yeah, so I would give a gist of the cafes. So there are not a lot of famous cafes. So when you search about Varkala, you will come up with a list of similar cafes that everyone will be talking about.
Yeah.
There is Cafe Sarwaa, there's Cafe Trip is Live, there's Inda Cafe, there's Darjeeling Cafe, and what else? There's Cafe Italiano. So these are all the pretty big ones and the famous ones. And honestly, they have very nice views and everything.
Yeah.
But if you just explore the North Cliff, there are like series of restaurants and cafes. You will get a lot
Exactly.
of options.
Yeah.
You can go to one or two of these major ones just to experience the
Hype.
vibe and
Well,
the
yeah,
hype.
yeah. What is it about? Yeah. So,
What is it about? Why is it so famous? But
Yeah.
other than that, there are very small, cute places along the beach where you can just sit and chill, eat.
Yeah. So those were the primary cafes, and like she said, I think the hype built around them, I think, is for a reason. We happened to be fortunate and had the time enough to kind of pay a visit to each of these places, and we did like it. So we understood that. And by the way, none of these places that she called out is overhyped, I would call out. In my honest opinion, they are good, right? But if you have time, North Cliff, local exploration can lead you to some unexplored cafes which are also good.
Yeah.
So give it out a try, and if you find anything interesting that we have not called on in the list, you can let us know, and you can let others know.
Come back
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so that was about the cafes. I would give some more details about the cafes if you would want to know specifically, but that's later in the video. But right now we would want to cover one important part, that is transportation. How did we go around here?
Right.
It's a very small cliff town. It's like everything is going to be within 5 to 6 kilometers. So it's not it's like you don't have to think a lot that how will I go from one place to another.
Exactly.
You can either rent a scooty, and you can rent a scooty from your place. It will cost you around 600. And if you don't want to rent a scooty, and if you don't just want to chill, then there are autos, and all the autos, you go from any cafe to another cafe, North Cliff to South Cliff, it'll be within 150 to 200. So it's kind of like a fixed charge, because we took a lot of autos here and there, and doesn't matter if it's like a 1 kilometer distance or a 3 kilometer
kind of
distance.
fixed.
Everybody's kind of going to charge you within 150 and 200.
Correct. The key points to take away from this is there is no Uber up over here. There is no Uber Ola service that you're going to be able to take up over here. So you are going to have to rely on either of these two options majorly. Like, I mean, there could be third options. For example, you can have your own car or something. But considering, like, this is again a suggestion from our side, considering the inside roads that you have and the cliff area, right? It's better if you go via scooty. Is I think the best. If you have it, it's the best. Second best to reach to a particular place from point A to point B would be the local autos up over here. They have it's available, but you don't have Uber Ola, so that's one thing.
Yeah, autos are available pretty much the entire day, but after like 9:30 ish,
you might
not a lot of them. So you have to plan your day accordingly.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, next part is activities. What do people do here when they come here?
Yeah.
So, a lot of things to do. We went for a spa because we wanted a chill weekend getaway. We wanted to relax, so we went to the spa. It's called Prana, and it is by Cafe Sarwaa. It's one of the most highest rated spas here. It's nice. It's very relaxing. It's a cute place. It's very aesthetic. It's nice. So if you want to get a spa or massage, you can definitely check out other places. There are a lot of spas and massages available here locally. We went to Prana because we kind of like the place.
Yeah, that's great.
You can take up yoga classes. we wanted to take up a yoga class, so all these yoga classes will be around 7:30, 8:30 in the morning or in the evening, like 5:30. But we wanted to enjoy the sunsets and everything in the evening, so we did not go for evening yoga, and neither did we go in the morning because we were too sleepy. But you can definitely try. It will be a good experience. You should definitely try it. And I would say I found this place called Soul and Surf. So they have surfing, they have yoga, they have place to stay, they have a cafe where you can eat. So it's a package. If you want to go and experience these things, surfing, yoga and all these things, you can check out Soul and Surf on Instagram and reach out to them whatever you want to book.
Yep. And there are, other than that, there are like if you are into it and if you have the time and everything for it, right? So you can do water sports up over here. So there are organizers. If you go to the North Cliff, right, you'll be able to find someone gliding across the sky or doing some water sports in the beach and the ocean. So you can do that as well. So we do see a lot of people doing that.
We do see that.
We do see that.
It's very common.
It's very common. So these are the typical activities that one comes here for, and this is what Varkala is known about. This is what Varkala is about. Like,
go for a spa, go for a yoga class. Lots of yoga classes all around.
Lots of yoga.
See all these pamphlets, hoardings, and cafes. Everywhere you sit, you see where to go for yoga. Book a yoga class. If you do that, you can go for kayaking if you like. You have a mangrove place here. You have the backwaters. You can go for kayaking. Book a kayaking slot for yourself.
Yeah.
We were not into it because we have come during hot, like peak summers, and we did not want to like go out and explore that part. But maybe
you can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that. Yeah.
That was it. Activities. That's it. This place is just for chilling.
It is. More or less, yeah. True.
Yeah. So Nikhil, my last question is going to be: what were your highlights or like your favorite parts of this vacation in 2 to 3 days? What did you enjoy the most?
Well, for me the highlights would be the parts of the stays that we got, right? So each stay had something very beautiful to offer, very unique to offer. First day, the view itself, right? See, we saw it on Google, right? That yes, it's people have put in videos that you just walk out of the room and right. But it's one thing to see on your phone.
Yeah.
It's one thing to experience in person.
Yeah.
It was really that beautiful. So I was kind of contemplating that, hey, if someone has color graded this photo or video on Google, will it actually look that good? But it is.
Plus, it's it's not listed on any.
Yeah, it's not even listed, right?
Agoda,
so
Make My Trip. It's not there.
We took a leap of faith, and it really paid out. They even have in-house breakfast in the morning. Not a lot of options, but whatever they are, pretty decent ones, I would say. So you can get
and
breakfast
they also have very like restaurants which are very close to them, and they do have a tie-up. Like you can just call from Miracle by the Bay and they'll deliver you whatever you want. They give you the menu. So you have the delivery option from the nearby resorts. So near Miracle by the Bay, you have Blue Water Beach Resort. They give pretty good stuff. We ordered like
2 dinners.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, good stuff. So that was one of the top highlights for me. Second highlight would be when I experienced the North Cliff in all its glory, right during the golden hour, sunset. It's amazing. It's a relatively shorter stretch. It's not much, but you just keep walking around. On one side you have the cliff, and you have the Arabian Sea, and here you have, like she said, right, series of restaurants and cafes and many things to keep you engaged. Shop. Music,
loud music and a couple of the restaurants. Like it's a nice vibe. You have markets.
It will keep you engaged. You'll not get bored. You can just chill up over there. So that was really nice. So that was again a highlight for me. Third highlight would be the second stay that we go out of over here, right? Like I think we mentioned in the video that we didn't know what to expect even out of this boutique stay. Considering no reviews, very less reviews, very relatively new. Again, another leap of faith. Again paid off. So it is something different. See, the first day was close to the beach, so there you go. That is the USP of that place, right? But the second one, It is relatively closer to the North Cliff.
It's closer to the north.
Yeah, 5 to 6 minutes on a scooty. That's it, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty close.
Very close to north.
Yeah.
Very
And
close to north Cliff, very close to Inda Cafe.
it is, yeah. Correct.
We really enjoyed Inda Cafe, and
We
it's
did.
very close to our place and very close to a lot of cafes. Very close to North Cliff.
That's
so
will go.
location wise, the second stay is very nice.
It is very good.
Yeah.
And the entire aesthetic, right? Like this entire pastel blue white aesthetic, we are really into it and we loved it. Yeah, so it's really nice. I mean, it is so hot at this point in time, and we came up over here and we went into the plunge pool, and boy, was it relaxing. It was, yeah, it was really good. So, yeah, those were like kind of highlights. And overall, it was good, but these were the top 2-3 things for me. What about you, Priya?
For me, the first. Oh, he already spoke about the stays. I'll again speak about the stays.
Go ahead.
For me, the sound of ocean in the first stay was magical. I have never stayed this close to a beach. So the sound of the waves crashing the entire night, that was very peaceful. Waking up in the morning, you can just see the expanse of the sea right in front of you. You want to just walk and go inside the water to the waves, you can just do that at any point. So that was very nice. Secondly, I experienced that people of Kerala are very, very welcoming and warm. We were thinking, I don't know if there's going to be any language barrier, but the people are so nice, hospitable. Like it's very comforting. The people are very nice. Like we did not have any issue. It's a very nice place to be in. That's that. Then what else? I think that's pretty much it. I mean, this place
pretty sums it up. Yeah.
This town is very close to the beaches, like the beach access, the sea view access, the sunset access. These things are very easy. Like max, it will take you, even if you're far, it will take you like 10 to 12 minutes to reach any beach side. If you're close, it will take you like 3, 4, 5 minutes just to reach the beach and enjoy the sunset. Tons of options where you can sit, eat, have a sundowner time. That was nice. Okay, those were my highlights. Overall, it was a very relaxing, nice trip.
A must recommend for a weekend getaway. See, even nowadays you will get, right, like it might as well happen that Fridays or Mondays is a public holiday. You pair it up, you get a relatively extended long weekend. The long weekend, you come up over here, so it's really nice. And very less places, I think you'll find where you are able to say that, you know what, everything is at a 15-20 minutes distance.
Yeah, like
so
you
that
don't
is really
have
good.
To drive more than that.
So it's not like you think that, this is amount of time I'll just have to spend commuting rather than being at a destination.
Yeah.
That's not the case here. So that's actually a plus point. That's really nice. So that was Varkala from our point of view.
Yeah, I just wanted to speak about a few cafes. Do you want to like go into a little bit of detail?
Yeah, sure. So I would like to give some special mentions. Okay, by the way, we still have some part of the day left before we take our flight back to Hyderabad. So we would be exploring furthermore. But so far from what I've seen, one special mention, being a Momo lover, right, being a kind of a very mountain aficionado person, there is this cafe called the Little Tibet. Little Tibet, yeah. So it's again on the North Cliff. We went there, had momos, some thukpa, and she had, I think, chicken fried momos. Yeah. Amazing. Very authentic. Yeah. Take it from me. My hometown is in Bhutan, so I know what actually authentic momos are. I don't really get that, so I'm very picky about these kind of places, and especially when it comes to Tibetan cuisine, and Little Tibet just knocked it out of the park. I'm going to.
You're going again.
I'm going there again. I'm going to have something about this. So special mention from my side to Little Tibet. Do check out their place if you happen to be in North Cliff. I know there will be a ton of options, but if you are one of those people who are into Tibetan cuisine or something spicy, or are even open to trying something new, you can try out Little Tibet. That was a special mention from my side. Anything from your side?
Anything from my side? Yes. I enjoyed Inda Cafe because it's very cozy and nice, plants all around. You can just sit in one corner, have food, have juices, and just spend your time. No interference, nothing. food options are nice. Food is good and prices are very reasonable. Cafe, Inda Cafe was one good cafe that I feel I would recommend everybody. Other than that, Cafe Sarwaa, we went for a breakfast, and again, breakfast was good. Cafe Trip is Life, it was okay. Like, I would say the view is amazing. The view is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know, for the things that we just had coffee, and it was not the best coffee we have had. Like,
we have had much better. So
we have had much better. So I was expecting a little bit because the cafe is
Sarwaa and Trip is Life both had one thing that we can give to them is a handout for the views they have.
Views
Okay,
and ambience.
views,
Yeah.
I think 8, 9, 10 on 10, something
Cafe
like
Trip
that.
is like, ambience is like, it's
Very nice. Very nice. And Cafe Sarwaa has that also kind of a raw aesthetic.
Raw aesthetic,
Right.
you can go down to the beach and
Acha, haan. So this thing, right? So most of these good cafes that you go to, right, they'll have an access directly to the beach. So for if you are not very well versed about how things might be looking from here, right, let us paint you a quick picture. When we say cliff town, you might be thinking, oh, it's at such a great height that if I need to go to the beach, I might have to spend a good amount of effort just going to the beach and coming back up.
Yeah.
Whereas that's not the case. Again, something really good about Varkala. You go to the cafes like Trip is Life and Sarwaa.
yeah,
They have their staircases made right down to go to the beach.
very comfortable.
Very comfortable staircase. It will take you max like 5 to 10 minutes to go down. Similar 10 to
minutes to
15
come up.
minutes to
Yeah.
come up. So it's that accessible. So when we say it's a cliff town, it's as easily accessible even for the beaches that it has, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just about the view. You'll see plenty of people going into the beaches, taking a
Yeah.
plunge, and then coming back up to the cliff cafe and then enjoying, right?
Exactly.
So that's another good thing. Very well made in
Very
terms of
well made.
infrastructure, I would say,
Yeah.
like a cliff connecting to the beach. So that's a good part.
Yes, so that was our short trip to Varkala, and I would definitely come back again when I have time. It's a
First,
very chill place.
it is.
Yeah. That was it. If we have something else in mind, we share.
Yeah.
And if you have something and if you have any questions, you can
Just drop in a comment or
down,
something. We'll get back to you.
We'll get back to you.
Of course.
So this is the first time we are recording, so we will be recording more about our trips.
Yeah. So we have an Insta channel, Visual Waves. So you can check out that. We are recording this for our YouTube channel as well. So this is actually our first vlog, right,
Yeah.
for YouTube.
Yes.
So a lot to learn
We
and
kind
lot
of
to
travel a
share
lot.
with you. We travel a lot.
Spend a lot of
money. Yes, we spent so a good amount of time traveling into Dubai, Thailand, Maldives, Bali, Kashmir, in India as well. So eventually you will see a lot of information coming from our side even from those places. And if there are any specific places that you heard in the list and are interested in knowing about a little more, you can let us know. We'll try to prioritize that in the order of us making the vlog for that. We can do that. So yeah, a lot of things coming your way, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Okay, bye bye for today.